The Hermetic principles are a set of philosophical and spiritual ideas that originate from the teachings attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary figure often conflated with the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth. The Hermetica describes a divine intelligence, or mind, known as nous, that creates and sustains the universe. This mind is active in the cosmos, shaping the material world and providing it with order and structure. Hermeticism encompasses various spiritual, philosophical, and esoteric traditions that are rooted in the writings and ideas associated with this figure. The most well-known Hermetic principles are typically summarized in the Kybalion, a text published in 1908 by 3 individuals under the pseudonym The Three Initiates. The 7 principles outlined in this text are: the principle of mentalism. Reality is viewed as a manifestation of a singular underlying divine source, often referred to as the All or the One. The idea that the All is mind. Everything that happens has its origin in the mind. Reality is subjective and shaped by our thoughts and perceptions. The principle of correspondence. This principle is succinctly expressed in the phrase "as above, so below, as below, so above." It suggests that there is a correspondence between different planes of existence, allowing for a greater understanding of the universe. The principle of vibration states that nothing rests, everything moves and vibrates. This principle posits that different manifestations of matter, energy, and spirit are a result of differing vibrational frequencies. The principle of polarity states that everything has its pair of opposites that are actually the same thing differing in degree. For instance, hot and cold, light and darkness are relative to each other. The principle of rhythm highlights that everything flows in and out, rises and falls, and has its tides. There are cycles and rhythms in life that are predictable. The principle of cause and effect states that nothing happens by chance and that every cause has its effect and every effect has its cause. The principle of gender. Gender exists in everything. Masculine and feminine principles manifest in all things, and these dual aspects are essential to creation and existence. Hermeticism has its roots in the early centuries of the Common Era, emerging from a blend of Hellenistic and Egyptian thought. Key developments in its history include influence from ancient Egypt and Greece. The early Hermetic texts, known as the Hermetica, were written primarily in Greek and include dialogues and wisdom literature on spirituality, astrology, alchemy, and theurgy. The Renaissance interest in Hermeticism revived in Europe during the Renaissance, where figures like Marsilio Ficino and Giovanni Pico della Mirandola embraced Hermetic texts as containing ancient wisdom. Alchemy. Hermeticism heavily influenced the development of alchemy, which sought to transform base materials into gold and achieve spiritual enlightenment. Modern esoteric traditions. In the 19th and 20th centuries, Hermeticism influenced a range of mystical and occult movements, including Theosophy, Gnosticism, and various New Age spiritualities. Life and nature. Hermeticism posits that nature operates according to divine principles that are accessible through understanding and study. The balance of dualities and the flow of energies is fundamental to the natural order. consciousness is seen as an extension of the mind and the mental plane. The notion that all is mind implies that consciousness is not isolated, but connected to a greater universal consciousness or intelligence. The mind is the creative force behind reality. By understanding mental laws, individuals can influence their life experiences and manifest desired outcomes through focused thought. Reality is multifaceted, existing across various planes of existence. The principles of correspondence and vibration emphasize that physical reality is interlinked with spiritual and mental realms. In summary, the Hermetica presents a rich tapestry of ideas regarding life, nature, and consciousness, tightly interwoven with themes of divinity and unity. It advocates for a deep understanding of these concepts as a path towards spiritual awakening and realization of one's connection to the cosmos. The text suggests that by exploring the mysteries of existence, both within and without, individuals can cultivate a greater awareness of their place within the divine order, and ultimately attain higher states of being and consciousness.